Alright, in this video I'm going to show you, as promised, how to increase the value of your product, and I'm clearly going to explain more the real value and perceived value of your product. So the real value is what you see, what you know your product is worth, your actual cost of production, what you use to make that product. Then the perceived value is what your customers see. And this day, I want to put it, what day, that's your customers, what they see, that is the perceived value of the product. Alright, so this is the perceived value of the product. So, and the next thing is what they are willing to pay for. Your customers pay you based on the perceived value of the product. They don't pay for the real value. They don't know what the real value is, right? It's you that know what it means, so they pay you for the perceived value. So you have to make sure that the perceived value of a product is very, very huge, such that it becomes like a very, very good offer to them. And so how do I increase the value of my product? Let me give you an example. If I'm going to sell an ebook now, let me just go to the next slide so that I'll show you how it's being done. For an example, I'll be doing it live on set so you can see it. If I want to sell an ebook now, my product is an ebook. Product ebook. So pay attention to this. This is what I use. So let's say my product is an ebook, and the real value to me, I know that okay, what this is going to cost is how much are people willing to pay for ebooks. Most times 2,000 naira. So let's just say originally I'll sell this book for 2,000 naira. Now this is just an ebook. Of course, you know, an ebook is just you carrying your normal Microsoft Word, converting it to a PDF and selling it for 2k. So I mean, you're going to do something that's going to make the value of this ebook worth far, far more than 2,000 naira. So what do? I add some things to it. And what are they? Let me just give you an example. I can do this. Now, number one, let's say apart from my ebook, I can put a checklist. I'm going to explain this. A checklist to be added to one-on-one call, 3 free review or case study, and number 4, quick review, then sneak peek, then 5, it would I may now put something like a live class. 6 will be inner circle. Then 7 will be FAQ. Alright, so let's say my product is an ebook. I always tell people it's good to sell offline courses. I mean, bring people to come to train, but why don't you do online courses? Online courses just saves you a lot of stress, gives you a lot of leverage. you sell without stress, you can resell without an issue. So let's say my ebook is on let me say kick edge course, professional kick icing course. Right? So this is what I'm going to do. If I, let's say this ebook now, it's let's say 54 pages. That's the size of my ebook, 54 pages. Now, how am I going to convince someone to buy this 54 pages ebook for 2,000 naira without stress? I'm going to add these extra add-ons here. So by the time I've done this, someone is going to be paying me even 3 or 4,000 naira or even 5k for this. What do? I use a checklist. Now, what is a checklist? A checklist is simple. What to do is I'm going to tell you that, okay, in this checklist added in my sales copy, I'm going to tell you that this ebook goes for this ebook goes for 2,000 naira, and this is what comes with the ebook, a checklist. Now, a checklist is just like a questionnaire, right? A small questionnaire. So a checklist is a small questionnaire. So what does a checklist look like? Let me just type it. So a checklist will just be a small questionnaire is a small questionnaire that tries to qualify them, tries to pre-qualify and know the exact problem or desire of your customer. So you cannot put a small questionnaire like that in this checklist. It's just like when you want to go to the hospital to, when you get admitted, there's a small questionnaire they give you. How old are you? What are the symptoms? What do you feel? When last did you get this? When last did you get that? Similar question. So one of the helps of a checklist is that once it makes your clients know that, okay, yeah, for you to be asking these questions means you really have an idea of what the problem is. It's done everywhere. When you ask some certain kind of questions, you show that, okay, you know what my problem is like. And one of the key things to solving a problem is identifying it. So a checklist shows your clients that, fine, this guy knows my problem. So you could add a checklist to it. And what does it take to add a checklist? Just your Microsoft Word. You just put these questions down. So if the case icing course, the questions you could ask. You could ask, how long have you been baking? How long have you been baking? Have you been baking? Then you can also ask like, what do you use for your icing? For icing, do you feel it's too expensive? Do you feel it's expensive? Then what if I showed you X, Y, Z? Would you prefer it? So that's a checklist. You just ask a question, right? Sets of questions that's going to answer, just like when you see a survey form. Exactly. So you can use that and add it to the ebook. Then the next thing, so you do a one-on-one call. You can tell them just 5 minutes. Once you buy my ebook, I'll get on a one-on-one call with you, identify your business. You tell them exactly, not just I'll get a one-on-one call. Tell them what you're going to do when you call them. Like me, I'll tell you, once you get my product, the first thing I do is get on a one-on-one call with you. I ask you exactly where you are in your business, where you want to be, and I'll ask you to tell me 3 things you want me to show you, and I'll walk you through success. So when you give them that idea, they know what they are coming in for. Then number 3, I give them a free review or case study. Free review or case study is that people want to buy something, especially when you're selling a product, an ebook like this that is teaching people how to do something. They want to know a review. How can you translate this knowledge into something practical? So you cannot give them a free review. Okay, I did so cake for a wedding. This is what happened. This is what I used for the icing. This is what I used for the icing. This is what I spent, but I did this other one. So from these two, this is cheaper. Just like a review, when somebody is trying to give you a catalog, just like when you're going to buy something, someone is giving you samples of what he has done before. So when you do this now, it makes the person know that, okay, yeah, this guy is not just a newcomer into this game. He's been there for long. Like when I take my students on marketing courses, I give you reviews of what I've been doing for other guys, tell you different things you could do to rev up your business. I say for Mrs. Kenny, what I did was to use promo, let's say price promo for so person who went to supermarkets. So something like that, a case study. Give them various case studies that applies to their business. So you don't need to call them for this. You could just have a list of it, write it down on Microsoft Word and give them alongside. Then you give them a sneak peek. A sneak peek is just simple. Some of them may not have time to read your full ebook, so a sneak peek may just be a short let me see, a trailer, just like I have trailers in movies, just something, a short review or short summary that summarizes the ebook. Especially you do this if your ebook is more than 50 to 100 pages, so people don't have time to read that thing. So what they just want is just a small outline. So you just do a small review. Question 1, you tell them this is this is this, something like that. Alright, so you tell them it just a short summary of the whole long book. Then the next thing is a live class. You can decide to do a live class, put them somewhere and you do a live class. A live class means maybe online. It could be an Instagram live, it could be a Facebook live. They come together where they can ask you questions, they can talk to you like that. So you put this as the things you have. Then the next thing, so you give them an inner circle. Inner circle means I'm going to put you in a group. You understand? My close group. We're going to share ideas together. We're going to do business together, and give them that exclusive right. We as people want to buy and want to feel that, okay, we bought this, we're in an exclusive class. So that is why in live shows, you have table for 4, you have the executive table, then the other guys will now sit, those ones that pay the regular will now sit back. Yeah, people want to be in that class of saying, okay, I bought this, I'm in a special class. So you have to tell them. That's one of the killing ways to sell your ebook. I'm going to put you in an inner circle. Then 7, frequently asked questions. People want to know, put frequently asked questions in it. If your ebook is on professional cake icing, tell them that you're going to give them some frequently asked questions, like what people really do encounter in this cake business. So you're going to give them some cake icing questions, like for an example, what should I buy to make my cake icing stay for more than 4 hours? You put the answer. How can I get the cheapest cake icing materials in Port Harcourt? You put the answers. Then you put this thing, cake icing dealers numbers in this one. You put the numbers. So when you do all these things together, you can comfortably jack this simple ebook now that people would have been struggling to buy for 2,000 naira. They will quickly rev it up now, and even you could sell it for even 5k, especially when you put urgency. You now tell them that, okay, I'm going to give you all these bonuses if you buy this for 5,000 naira within 2 hours. So from this video now, you can now see how you could add value to your product. So now the main value of this now was 2,000 naira normal, right? But now you've jacked it up to 5,000 naira because you've added these guys into the game. So guys, we've got to be creative. This is our business. So when we are creating offers, we get to increase the perceived value of what we are offering so that we can make more money on our products and services. So I'll see you in the next video.